fantasy. I can tell you got big energy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me, but I might let you try it off the Hennessy.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell by the title, this is going to be my hairstylist Q&A. All right, so let's get it started. Someone asked me, what is the first hairstyle that I have done? First hairstyle that I did on myself was definitely the little slicked up ponytail, okay? And I did that like in the second, third grade. Like I'm telling you, I had some thick hair, y'all. If you know me back in the day, you know, even though I used to have some relaxed hair, I had some thick ass hair, okay? But I did used to like, you know how like little kid braided hairstyles when you braid them into the ponytails and stuff like that. I wanted to like try different designs and stuff. I didn't even necessarily want to braid. I just wanted to see if I could try like the different designs, and started doing my little sister's hair and just braided their hair into the little ponytails, and you know, the ponytails with the beads and the bows and things like that. How did you grow since moving to Atlanta? Y'all know I'm not in Atlanta right now. Since I had moved to Atlanta in 2018 to now 2023, I've definitely been able to gain some salon experience, more professional experience, I'll say. Just doing hair out of my dorm, doing hair from home, things like that. Also able to take advantage of a lot of different new opportunities. Even ones that I didn't necessarily show interest in. It was just a good feeling to know that I was in an area that catered to my profession and, you know, took my craft very seriously. Now things are a lot different because hair is so different now, but back when I moved in 2018, like people still weren't seeing a hairstylist or like a braider as being a real job, a millionaire type of job. And there are hairstylists that are millionaires. So now that we have seen, you know, those things come alive in real time on social media, it's a lot different now. But as far as like when I first moved there in 2018, yeah, definitely a lot more opportunities for me to expand my business and learn more about other people's businesses, learn how these hairstylists got to become millionaires and how they put themselves in different rooms in different settings. What is your favorite moment in Atlanta? I think it's pretty obvious. Definitely working on set with Lotto for the Willie video. Just that whole, if you haven't seen that video yet, y'all need to, I'm gonna put the link here. Y'all need to go see that video, okay? I was really surprised and shocked that I was actually there, so I did not get to document too much. And we didn't sign like NDAs or anything like that, so it wasn't like they didn't tell us we couldn't post certain stuff, but I didn't want to and be like the only person who posted, if you get my point. I just, you know, waited for the video and everything to come out to post. That was a great experience. I got to work alongside her hairstylist assistant, and then also two other young ladies. I think it was one or two other girls, and a makeup artist. And me and the makeup artist actually ended up talking one-on-one because we were the only two who stayed till the end of the video. So, you know, I got to connect with her and talk about her experiences since she moved from Savannah to ATL, and she's honestly really cool. I'll, you know, insert her. She's a makeup artist, like I said. So she's she actually was working for Tyler Perry Studios. I think Sisters was the show she was working with. That was something recent for her. So it was really cool to like hear her testimony and how like how much her life had transformed and changed. And it kind of gave me hope for my own journey and my own path. Who do you want to style? Okay, at the top of the list is definitely Megan the Stallion. So Meg, if you're watching this right now, which, hey, I'm not gonna say you're not because you might be, okay? Meg, girl, if Kellon, if he can't, you know, hook your girl up, let me know, girl. Or I can hook you up with some braids. Like, I'm telling you, whatever you are, girl, I'll come to you, okay? I don't care. I'm gonna get on that flight, okay? Second person is Flo Milli. I love Flo Milli. I love her music. I love her aura, like the way she carries herself, her high ass energy. Like, yes, crackhead energy me, please, okay? Please. And I know Flo Milli, she's a character. She plays in the wig. She knows how to, you know, match the mood. She reads the room. So Flamingo, I think she would let me get my creative bag for like, let me do some insane shit. Next person is Carrie. I love her and I follow her on Instagram. I think that like me and her could really like tag team with the hair and makeup, and I could even hook you up with some press-ons, girl, because I know you like the nails, baby. So yeah. Next is Lotto. I definitely want to actually do Lotto's hair. I want to braid Lotto's hair. I want to do a crazy braid style on her hair. Last but not least, my girl Mona Leo. She's that high energy. She's that no nonsense, no bullshit type of rapper. She seems very sweet, like very sweet and passionate about what she does. And I know she's like more of the girly girl. So I want to be able to do like some nice, and we both, you know, skinny and petite, honey. So, you know, I want to do some nice, cute looks on her. Do you come into contact with a lot of celebrities? I feel like if you want to be around celebrities, it's not hard to find where they're at. Not hard to get invited to parties. If you don't want to be like in that, like if you don't want to, you don't have to. So I won't say like I'll run into celebrities like all the time, but when I'm out, you know, here and there, we'll run into celebrities. It happens most times, oddly enough, when I have like family members and stuff come out of town. So like my G-mommy and my aunties and cousins came to Atlanta for Mother's Day one year, and we met Cisco, like just random at OLG's. I saw a lot more celebrities though when I was visiting Atlanta. So when I used to visit Atlanta, I saw a celebrity almost every time I came. Next question. What is your craziest experience with a client? The craziest experience with a client was definitely this faux lock client I had. Oh my gosh, y'all. So this is back in like 2016, 2015 maybe, when faux locks had just started coming out. So like the faux locks y'all got today, where, you know, y'all use a little crochet method, you know, it's a little loose at the roots now. It's not as bulky at the roots now. It's not as tight at the roots anymore. You know, y'all have more of a nice, natural, relaxed faux lock look now. Back then, it was not that, okay? It was not that, okay? That was not the standard, I'll say, at least. And it was something that I was doing that was new. Like I said, it was 2015, and it was relatively new. She asked me, like, you know, what size does she think she should do? She doesn't want it too small because she doesn't want to have to take forever to take them down, or take too long for us to do them. But she doesn't want them to be big and bulky either. So I'm like, okay, like, let's do like a medium size, right? But if you know with faux locks, the bigger they get, the longer you should get them. So I did suggest to her that, like, okay, maybe you should do like a longer, you know, a little bit longer. So, but she didn't want that. She didn't want, she was an older lady. So she didn't want, you know, hair all down her back and stuff like that, which I get. But when you do those types of things and you limit your options like that, you limit the versatility of your hairstyle as well. Mind you, during this time, I was traveling to clients, and I was on a break in college. So I was in Gary during this time. So this did happen in Gary. Back then, like I said, we didn't have the crochet method. So we're using so much hair. You were basically doing 2 hairstyles in one, essentially. On top of all the hair I had to buy, it was just so annoying. So I get to her house. She's running around chasing her son all around the house. She has like a younger son. And it takes forever for us to actually get started. When I used to do faux locks, I used to part first. So she did let me get through partying, but then when I get through partying, okay, you need to take another break. Then, you know, eventually I finally get through the hairstyle, and, you know, she goes in the mirror, looks at it, and she seems somewhat satisfied. She was worried about the stiffness, and she wanted me to dip the locks, but I had to explain to her it's not like braids. Like, if I dip this, it might ruin the whole entire hairstyle. So you just kind of have to like let it ride out, let it, you know, play with it, and just let it get loose on its own. And you can, you know, style it in buns and things like that, since you say you didn't want it to be long and, you know, on your neck and stuff. Maybe like a day or two passes by, and she is complaining about like how tight it is at the root. I used to have problems with clients where they would unravel. And that's when I was like doing like my friend's hair, like, you know, kind of testing out different methods and stuff. But that wasn't even a problem she was having. She was complaining about how big they were and how tight they were. And I'm like, ma'am, I explained to you, I let you go. You took so many breaks with your son We stopped so many times. I took 3 extra hours than I would usually take to do your hair. You've got to be freaking kidding me right now. Like, no, I'm not doing your hair over. You had ample amount of times to tell me that you were not satisfied. And it's not like you can't see their faux locks. It's not like you can't see them. Like, you see how big they are. You see what size they are. You can say you wanted to trust the process all you wanted to, but no, you should have said something when I was there that day at your house. I'm not wasting gas. I'm not wasting more hair. None of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting more time. Then she starts to threaten to sue me and, oh, I'm gonna get a lawyer involved and this, and that. Mind you, y'all, this lady has connections to my family and many people I know. So I'm not trying to be messy about it or anything like that, because number one, people now are definitely worse with the way they try and twist stories, clients, testimonials. I kind of had to like get ahead of it, because like you're not finna go on the internet, you know, trying to say like, I don't know how to do hair and all of this, because that's not the case. I ended up getting my mother involved because at this point I was only like 19, 20. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, this is talking about suing me. I'm scared. I'm scared and I want to fight at the same time. So I had to involve my mom. My mom ended up saying like, I'll give her money back. Don't worry about it. Like, cause y'all, first of all, I wasn't charging no little amount for faux locks. I had been practicing faux locks for a year at that point. They were new and growing in the industry, but I had been practicing faux locks on my friends my freshman year in my dorm. Like, let's be real. So I was annoyed, and so the price of those faux locks were not cheap. So no, you can't have my phone bill. Essentially, you can't have my phone bill back. Like, no, girl. And that was the worst experience, probably with a client. I don't really have too many bad experiences. 2015, 2016. So it was so stupid, and I'm just glad that she never tried to come to me again. What has been your biggest barrier in the industry? I would definitely say right now is not being licensed, because I'm looking for stability more than anything. Having a license would help with that, because I'd be able to work in a salon environment, provide a lot of different services that my clients are looking for. Working out of my mom's home, I can't do a lot of services. And I think overall, the biggest barrier was definitely transition from having those college clients, trying to get more professional clients. I need to get paid. It's just that simple. I need to get paid, and I was only able to charge so much when I was doing hair in college, because like my audience was, you know, my peers. But now my audience is, I need doctors, I need lawyers, I need 6-figure employees every day with maybe 2 or 3 clients who are willing to pay top dollar for their experience, for the quality of service, and to just maintain their healthy hair. It's other things I want to be able to do, but I want to be able to really start targeting towards those professional clients who are looking to come every 2 weeks. The people who are looking to look, they have to look good because they have to be presentable on the job. And I'm not talking about our Instagram girls. I mean, those, you know, those girls are great, but that's not who I want to target towards necessarily. If I get those girls, you know, the YouTuber girls, you know, that's fine. But probably more of the ones who, you know, are more of like Aaliyah's face, Kyra Aminique, the ones who, you know, go with that more modern, minimalistic look. You feel me? Someone asked, how often should you shampoo your hair? So for my black girlies, okay, and I don't care if it's 4C, if it's 2B, if it's 3A, okay, same thing. Standard, I say every 2 weeks, depending on your hairstyle. You might not be able to do every 2 weeks, but primarily almost every hairstyle allows for every 2 weeks, besides maybe a sew-in. I would not shampoo a sew-in every 2 weeks. I would shampoo a sew-in maybe every 3 weeks. It depends on how long you plan to keep it in. Like, if you go to a hairstylist to get it maintained every 2 weeks, then that's fine. But definitely don't need to be doing it every day. That's out. If you wear natural hairstyles, I would say once a week is fine, for sure. Will getting a silk press cause heat damage? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, that short answer is no. If your silk press is done properly the first, second, and 10th time, you should not experience heat damage. You should be protecting your hair properly, taking care of it properly, and not putting heat on it every single day, because then of course you're going to experience heat damage. However, you can, you know, end up with heat damage if somebody is doing a million passes through your hair. Yes, you're gonna get heat damage. You know, with overuse of heat, of course it's gonna cause heat damage. But as long as your hair is shampooed properly and cleansed properly, as long as your hair is dried properly, and dry as straight as possible, then once you get to the straightening part, you only have to do one pass, maybe another pass to maybe curl it, bump it, whatever, and that's it. No heat damage. So, short answer is no. Are you licensed? No, I am not licensed. That is what I am working towards. I mentioned it a little earlier, but I am not licensed. I'm in school. Well, I'm about to enroll back into school, so I will be soon though. Definitely make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Des Did My Hair, DES Did My Hair. Because when I get licensed and I get the salon, I get things going, y'all gonna want to be in touch. Do you believe in the philosophy it's just hair, you can grow it back? I would say yes. I definitely believe in that philosophy. It's hair, it will grow back. it can grow back. Oh, I definitely think that, you know, do what you want to do now, especially while we're young, before, like, you know, our scalp starts being affected by medications we have to take, different diseases we may go through, different illnesses. Definitely take advantage of that now, because when you get older and your scalp starts to do certain things, stops growing in certain areas, isn't as thick as it used to be, starts turning gray, so you can't color your hair for real. You know, like, you can't do these bright and vibrant colors really. So I definitely suggest doing it now while we're young. And even if you are older, you know, we will have options. You do have options with wigs and things, but I think as far as it concerns your natural hair, if you want to wear ponytails right now, do it. And if you're scared that heat damage is going to happen, I still say do it, because you can grow your hair out and grow the heat damage out and cut that. Now, what I will say is your scalp has to be taken care of, seriously. Like, if you have damage to your scalp, you're experiencing traction alopecia. It was a little fine. You are experiencing, you know, dryness in the scalp, severe dryness in the scalp. You know, you want to get those issues checked, because that will not promote healthy hair growth. If your scalp's not healthy, your hair will not grow. That's what stimulates hair growth. Always take care of your scalp. And that actually leads to my next question. How can you grow your hair faster? Stimulate the scalp. The scalp, okay? 3 ways that I would say you should stimulate your scalp. Number 1, scalp massages. Whether you use your fingertips, which is what I do when I'm in the shower, especially when I got that steam and everything and my cuticles are opened up. I just like to go in with my conditioner or my shampoo and just go in and just not scratch with my nails, using my fingertips, just getting in there and just massaging my scalp, massaging my edges, and just really getting in there, right? Second method is the inversion method. The inversion method is when you can lay back like this, or you can put your head forward. And it's basically like the blood rushing to the top of your head, and blood stimulates hair growth. The blood flowing, you getting the hair, the scalp is gonna be stimulated. And I like to just sit there and just do the same thing, like I said, scalp massages. Third is definitely conditioning treatment. When you're under the dryer and all of that, like humidity and all of that steam under the dryer is going to open up the cuticles in your hair, and it's going to allow all of the ingredients that are in your deep conditioners or your regular conditioner, it's going to allow all of those things to really penetrate through your cuticle. Definitely want to do conditioning treatments every 2 weeks if you are the type of person who has low porosity hair like me, where that's meaning that whenever I'm wetting my hair, my cuticles are not opening, so the water is sliding right off of my hair dries easily. And it's just hard for the product to actually get in there. Is there a certain hair type you don't work with? Yes, but no. I'm willing to do anybody's hair who, you know, wants to be a client of mine. Am I doing braids on anybody who's not black hair? No. I've done a little bit of everybody. Into the last few questions, so make sure that you have liked this video and you are subscribed to my channel if you want more content like this. If you have any more questions for me, definitely make sure you leave that in the comments. Yeah, let me know what type of videos you all want me to do, especially if they pertain to, you know, the career of being a hairstylist. I know a lot of people are interested in it. A lot of girls are coming up, and y'all might not have, you know, mentors or anything to ask questions to, but I'm very much open and available to ask any questions, okay? So let's get back to these questions. What is my biggest pet peeve as a hairstylist? I would say I think my biggest pet peeve right now is definitely the people who claim that the hairstylists are the problem when it's really them. I know that there are a lot of unprofessional hairstylists, and there's a lot of like horror stories that, you know, go viral and stuff, but based on my experience, a lot of these people are the problem. Like, and this is not just one person, this is not just two people, this is like 10 people. I will have people who will post on, you know, the Facebook groups that I'm in or whatever and say, you know, they're tired of being scammed and doing the runaround with hairstylists, and they really want to, you know, find a hairstylist that they can go to all the time, or just somebody who's going to, you know, respond when they contact them. I comment and they'll contact me, or I'll contact them or whatever, and we'll have an exchange. And a lot of these people either leave me on red or just simply completely ignore me after, you know, I have booked them. And a lot of them are like, no deposit, I'm tired of being scammed, stuff like that. I get that, cool, whatever. However, I am now at the point where I am only taking customers, I am only taking clients who have given me my $25 deposit. I am a little more lenient when it comes to less than 24 hours, because like, yeah, what do you need to send me the $25 for? Like, either you coming or you're not. If you are booking in advance, as I was saying, I am at the point now where if you are booking in advance, yes, you have to give me that $25 deposit. I don't care who scams you, to be quite frank. The last and final question: do you really look at clients' phones when they're in your chair? Now, if you on Instagram and you just scrolling, you feel me, I'm definitely in your phone. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Like, I'm definitely in your phone. But if I see that you're like, if I like glance and I see that you're like texting somebody or something, nah, not really. Here and there, I might read your energy and I kind of want to know where it's coming from. So I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I do peek at the messages because I'm trying to see, like, I'm just trying to make sure you're not mad at me, you know, being passive aggressive with me. You feel me? Because you're in my house, you're in my space. That's what the situation is 8 times out of 10. I know that a lot of people, when they go to like someone's house, they feel a little less comfortable with, like, you know, expressing that they're not happy with their hair. So, you know, I'm checking for that, but like, also, I'm trying to make sure, you know, you good. If you a kid client though, like my kids, yes, I'm always in your phone. Tell your mama. Always in the kids' phones, because they like to use that chance, especially if their parents drop them off. They like to use that as an opportunity to do stuff that they would not do if their parents was around. Definitely the kids, I don't care what you're doing, I'm looking. But my adult clients, I try to give y'all as much privacy, you know, as possible. But I ain't saying that I just be looking. Okay, I don't just be looking, but like I said, if I feel like your energy a little off, usually bubbly and talkative when you come in and you're a little mad, I'm just being honest, okay? I'm just being honest. Well, that is all the questions. Like I said, I can do another one of these. I can do a part 2. Y'all can drop some questions in the comments Definitely make sure you like this video and you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time.
Bad chick, I could be a fantasy. I could tell you got big energy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me, but I might let you try it off the Hennessy. Make them sing to this thing like a melody.